The MCU has given us some of the most iconic villains and cinematic history characters so compelling that their presence still lingers long after they're gone. But let's be real, some of them deserved a lot more screen time, while others had exits that just didn't feel final. With the multiverse in play, artificial intelligence evolving, and magic rewriting the rules of life and death, who's to say they're truly gone? Imagine Killmonger returning with a new purpose, Ultron evolving into something even scarier, or Hela making a god-tier comeback. These aren't just bad guys, they're game changers. Whether through multiversal twists, hidden survival stories, or sheer willpower, their return could shake up the MCU in ways we never expected. So, which villains need another shot at greatness? Let's dive into the ones who absolutely need to make a comeback. Killmonger, Eric Stevens. Is this your king? Killmonger's words still echo through Wakanda. He wasn't just a warrior, but a revolutionary with a cause. His ideology, shaped by a lifetime of injustice, made him one of the MCU's most compelling antagonists. Though he met his end in Black Panther, Wakanda's advanced technology and the multiverse offer possibilities for his return. Imagine him re-emerging as a mentor to a new Black Panther, or ruling in an alternate timeline. What if he realized his methods needed to change, but his vision remained intact? His return could add layers to his character, showing his intelligence and combat skills used for a new purpose. What if an alternate universe saw him as a heroic figure instead of a villain? His interactions with Shuri, or even an older T'Challa variant, could spark intriguing conflicts. Michael B. Jordan's performance was unforgettable, and his return would be a thrilling addition to the MCU's future. Ultron. AI never truly dies, does it? Ultron had immense potential, but his time in Avengers, Age of Ultron, felt short-lived. Created by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, he saw humanity as a threat to itself. With artificial intelligence advancing rapidly, his return feels inevitable. What if a hidden backup of Ultron's consciousness reactivates, evolving beyond his original programming? Imagine him subtly infiltrating global systems, manipulating events from the shadows without revealing himself. What if he learns from his past mistakes, adapting and understanding human nature in ways no machine ever has? With Stark gone, who could stop an evolved Ultron, one who no longer underestimates his enemies? His return could explore the consequences of Tony's ambition and the moral dangers of AI. A more calculating evolved Ultron wouldn't just fight the Avengers, he would outthink them, becoming a chilling force that challenges the very nature of heroism. Mysterio, Quentin Beck. Did Mysterio really die in Spider-Man Far From Home? With his mastery of illusion, faking his own demise would be his greatest trick yet. He wasn't just a villain, he was a storyteller, shaping reality to suit his goals. His deception completely shattered Peter Parker's life, framing him for murder and exposing his identity. But what if that was just the beginning? Imagine Beck returning with even more advanced technology, or tapping into magic to create illusions so powerful they challenge even Doctor Strange. What if he forms a team of villains manipulating events from the shadows, making heroes question what's real? He could even weaponize the multiverse, using alternate Spider-Men to push Peter further into paranoia. His return wouldn't just be another fight, it would be a psychological war. With Spider-Man now truly alone, Mysterio's comeback could be the ultimate test, forcing Peter to fight not just illusions, but his own doubts and fears. The Mandarin Xu Wenwu. Tony Leung's portrayal of Wenwu in Shang-Chi was nothing short of mesmerizing. He wasn't just a villain, he was a father, a warrior, and a man burdened by loss. Though he met his fate, the Ten Rings' mystical origins leave endless possibilities for his return. What if his spirit lingers within the rings, whispering to their next wielder, slowly shaping their destiny? Shang-Chi might think he's free from his father's influence, but what if Wenwu's presence remains, guiding or haunting him? Perhaps the rings harbor a power even Wenwu never fully understood, a force that demands his return. With the multiverse in play, a darker, more ruthless version of him could emerge, one with even grander ambitions. His return wouldn't just be about power, it would be deeply personal. Wenwu's influence shaped Shang-Chi's life, and his reappearance could challenge everything he believes, forcing him to confront not just his father, but his own legacy. Red Skull. We last saw Red Skull as the ghostly guardian of the Soul Stone in Avengers Endgame, trapped in an endless cycle of watching others claim power he could never wield. But what if he finally found a way to break free? A villain of his intellect and ambition wouldn't remain bound forever. Imagine him returning, no longer just a Nazi warlord, but something far more dangerous, a being with cosmic knowledge and a hunger for ultimate power. What if he sets out to reclaim his lost legacy, rebuilding Hydra not just on Earth, but across the universe? His experience with the Infinity Stones could give him insight into even greater artifacts, ones capable of reshaping reality itself. Perhaps he allies with other villains who share his ruthless vision, creating an unstoppable force of tyranny. His return wouldn't just be about revenge, it would be about dominance. Red Skull's ideology clashing with modern heroes could spark conflicts that redefine the MCU's future. We've already seen some major villains who deserve a comeback, but we're just getting started. The MCU has barely scratched the surface of its most dangerous threats. Imagine Red Skull escaping his cosmic prison, or Hela returning with an army of the dead. And with the multiverse in play, the possibilities are endless. But before we dive into the next batch of villains, make sure to drop a comment. Who do you think should make a return? Now let's get back into it. Hela, the goddess of death, wasn't just powerful, she was a force of nature. Cate Blanchett's chilling performance in Thor Ragnarok made Hela an unforgettable villain. But did she truly perish when Asgard fell? Given the MCU's deepening exploration of the multiverse and afterlife, her return isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Imagine her ruling over Hell, amassing an army of fallen warriors, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. What if she seeks revenge on those who wronged her, setting her sights on Earth, New Asgard, or even the cosmic realms beyond? Her presence would force Thor to confront the darkest parts of his family's legacy, challenging everything he thought he knew about power and destiny. What if she aligns with Kang or other cosmic threats, cementing herself as a major force in the next saga? Hela's return wouldn't just mean destruction, it would mean a new era of war, one that could shake the MCU to its core. The Abomination, Emil Blonsky. Blonsky has resurfaced in Shang-Chi and She-Hulk, but his true villainous potential remains largely unexplored. Unlike Bruce Banner, who wrestles with his dual nature, Blonsky has always embraced his monstrous side. But what if that wasn't enough? Imagine him undergoing further experimentation, mutating beyond his current form into an even more unstoppable force. What if he's manipulated by a greater villain, perhaps the leader, or even Val's secret team, turning him into a weapon of destruction once again? Alternatively, he could be forced into an anti-hero role, walking the fine line between redemption and chaos. His return could finally bring the high-stakes action fans have been waiting for, delivering the ultimate showdown between Hulk and his deadliest rival. Whether as a pawn or a mastermind, the Abomination still has unfinished business in the MCU. Baron Mordo. Last seen hunting rogue sorcerers in Doctor Strange, Mordo's ideological war with Stephen Strange is far from over. His belief that magic must be strictly controlled could drive him to even darker, more forbidden sorcery. But what if he goes beyond just eliminating sorcerers and begins rewriting the very fabric of magical law? Imagine him forming a secret faction, a cult of mystics who see themselves as the rightful enforcers of magical order. What if he allies with other mystical villains like Mephisto or Nightmare to reshape reality itself? His vendetta might not just be against Strange. Perhaps he sees the Avengers as reckless for meddling with the multiverse and seeks to punish them. Mordo's return wouldn't just bring another magical duel. It could redefine the balance of power in the MCU's mystical world. If he becomes the ultimate enforcer of magical law, who could stop him? Taskmaster, Antonia Dreykov. Taskmaster's reveal in Black Widow left fans divided, but her potential as a fighter is undeniable. With photographic reflexes that allow her to mimic any opponent, she's already a formidable force. But what if she evolves beyond simple imitation? Imagine her refining her abilities, predicting moves before they happen, and adapting in real time, making her an even deadlier combatant. What if she finally reclaims her identity, breaking free from the control of those who manipulated her? Would she seek vengeance against those who stole her past? Or would she forge a new path as a mercenary, selling her unmatched skills to the highest bidder? Her return could bring high-intensity action, but also a deeper, emotional arc as she grapples with who she truly is. Whether she becomes a hero, an anti-hero, or a greater villain, Taskmaster's story is far from over. The leader, Samuel Stearns. First introduced in The Incredible Hulk, Samuel Stearns' transformation into the leader was teased but never explored. Unlike most villains, his greatest weapon isn't strength, it's his unparalleled intellect. What if he's been operating in the shadows all along, manipulating key events in the MCU without anyone realizing? His return could force the Avengers to face a villain they can't simply punch their way through. What if he's expanded his research beyond gamma mutations, aiming to control all enhanced beings? Imagine him unlocking the secrets of superpowers, creating a world where he alone dictates who gets to wield them. His knowledge could put him at odds with not just Hulk, but also other scientific minds like Reed Richards or Shuri. The leader's comeback wouldn't just introduce another villain, it would redefine how intelligence is wielded as a weapon in the MCU. The MCU is constantly evolving, introducing new heroes and threats, but some villains left such a strong impact that their stories still feel unfinished. Whether through the multiverse, advanced technology, or sheer determination, these characters have every reason to return. And honestly, the stakes have never been higher. Imagine the chaos if Ultron resurfaced, a more ruthless Red Skull took charge, or Killmonger found himself in a new reality. These aren't just callbacks, they're opportunities to take the MCU in bold, unexpected directions. With upcoming phases exploring deeper cosmic and multiversal mysteries, who knows? The villains we thought were gone might just be waiting for the perfect moment to strike again. And that's a wrap. But tell me, out of all these villains, which one do you want to see make a comeback? Maybe Killmonger shaking up Wakanda again, or Ultron proving he was always one step ahead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and stick around for more epic MCU content. See you in the next one.